We might get our breakout there now. I'm sitting in a long, been waiting for a breakout on this. Maybe I went live at the right time too, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sitting in a live, sitting 300 bucks up at the moment, waiting for a breakout. I was watching this triangle before it came down. Wicked my stop. In profit, I made 140 bucks. And I fucking FOMO'd back in because, I mean, I still think we're bullish yet. But who knows? Maybe we're just retesting that top again. And we'll just reject. And yeah, it looks like rejection here on the 5 minute. So we'll see what happens. They're going to give it another couple candles before I decide anything. Of course, we have the, I guess on your screen, it's over this way, right up, like way over there. We have the significant trades box that I added up, and it shows liquidations on a bunch of exchanges. Just want to see if I'm actually streaming on all my destinations yet or not. And we have Twitch and YouTube are kind of stuck on sending data. Fucking Christ. I don't know, Twitch shows me live, so that's good. Alright, even though this says it's stuck. And YouTube. Am I live on YouTube? Does not look like I'm live on YouTube. Like, again. Oh, maybe I am live on YouTube. It's just not showing over here. Okay. Cool. Right on, guys. So we're there. We're good. That's all running fine. Probably pop out some Facebook chat. Ooh, I can't really read your chat with my box in the way like that. We'll move that somewhere else. Alright. Stream still looks good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What's going on, guys? Leonard, Alex, Michael, thanks for joining. I'm gonna try and make some money today, but this doesn't really look that great. I'm sitting in profit, but it's not looking that great. Looks like rejection here. I'm still expecting, well, I'm still hoping for a break up to the upside. I mean, that's the ideal situation here anyway. And I mean, we've tested the top of this freaking triangle. I was charting a smaller, I was charting like this before. I was charting this triangle before in this area. And we broke down out of there, and it came down enough, it wicked my stop at profit. Just a very small profit. And but I had to get out because we broke out of the triangle that I was charting. So I eliminated that. And after seeing support take place here a couple more times, I'm looking at a bit of a longer triangle on the 5 minute. That looks like on the 15. So you saw on the 15 actually looks decent still. Being an ascending triangle, I mean, it's still a very bilateral pattern. It can go either direction. It's just a matter of which way I'll play it. If it drops out of the triangle, I'm just going to have to stop out and eat my loss. But if it goes up, I see significant upside to the particular place. So we'll see what happens. TD Sequential started a new count after this wild extension here. So that's pretty good. What was showing down here in RSI? RSI started pointing back up. I mean, we're definitely in overbought territory, but this is so FOMO. I guess the hourly is showing overbought as well, but it's still holding. You can see we're very well supported up in that triangle area I drew on the smaller time frame. I like that setup, and we're in a freaking FOMO pump. Oh, let me reset my scale. Looking at the 4 hour, if we don't continue to pump, we're developing a bearish divergence here. And that could take place yet. We'll look at some other trends there in just a little bit. I'm just getting myself set up here. Daily. Well, I was calling 100% retrace on the candle yesterday, so I don't know. Like I still see some more upside on the smaller time frames, but the daily RSI is pretty freaking peaked. So I don't really think I'm looking for, you know, another. Maybe we'll get another day of upside, but I'm not looking for days of upside anymore. I mean, that's. Although, in all fairness, I've been calling the top since we were at about 6,400, and I've been wrong about that so far. So, whatever. So I'm wrong. Let me go back to my 15 here because that's what I'm really interested in watching here at the moment. Whoops. That's where my interests are. Yeah, this significance trades box, it's pretty slick and it's pretty quick. It also marks out liquidations and things like that as well. Can be some handy information. It's definitely more handy to watch significant trades than it is to watch like a freaking 1 minute chart, because as far as I'm concerned, 1 minute charting just is not possible. Even 5 minute, like I don't really chart 5 minute, it's just to watch price action a little bit closer. But the patterns make a little bit more sense on 5 minute than they do on 1 minute, in my opinion. Right? So when I'm in a highly leveraged trade, I definitely zoom in on my charts. Now, once we have price flip and we start going the other way, I'll be starting to look at, you know, my daily charts again and start looking for short opportunities. And once a trend is confirmed in the other direction, I'll probably just start playing short instead of playing long. Depending on how it goes and depending on what kind of volume comes in. So, yeah, I'm just waiting it out here, and I'm having a beer. It's the afternoon now. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can pull any money out of this market. If you guys have some extra money, feel free to sign up here over on Bybit and drop some money in here, and you'll get, if you use my referral link, which I didn't share yet, but I'll get it for you, get $10 for free just for signing up. And then if you deposit at least 0.2 Bitcoins, they'll give you another $50 worth of Bitcoin to play with as well. And yeah, so you can do that, and then I will trade and take all your money from you, because that's the nature of trading. It's just the way it is. I mean, at least that's my intention, is to take money from everybody else on these markets. It's just how it's done. So yeah, drop in the comments. What do you guys think of the new layout here that I put together? Just with the layout of the trading, with the significant trades box on the side. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down in the comments. And if you guys have any questions or things to talk about, I'm more than happy to hit up some questions. Yo, what up, STS Tech? Well, I've never had a video demonetized on this channel because I'm not even big enough to monetize it yet, so I don't really care a whole lot. I do have another channel that I've had monetized for quite a while, and it didn't seem to care about moderate cussing as long as it wasn't like super bad. But I mean, you could be totally right. You're absolutely correct here, actually. Does this still work? Yeah. Wait, hang on. There we go. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so, of course, yeah, like, I know excessive cussing is a problem. As far as what I understand, as long as it's not deemed excessive, there's no problem with it. I mean, maybe I should probably go ahead and label my live streams as adult only, though. And really, the material itself is definitely adult only. I mean, if you're not an adult and you don't have money, then you shouldn't be trading anyway. So if I go ahead and label it 18 plus, I should be able to get away with my moderate cussing, because that's probably not going to change. But I agree with you to a sense. I guess it matters. That's the best way to do it. And we're able to YouTube ad revenue. But oh, I'm doing great today. Buying Monero. I do have some material, some Monero already. Missing. Yeah, I still didn't. Still missing the Russian babe. I still haven't found the right mail-in order bride site in order to order myself one. So, you know, I'd love to do like a Litecoin at some point, something truly anonymous for private reasons. Bitcoin, Litecoin, they're all anonymous, but they're not private. Privacy and anonymity are two completely different things. I don't blame you. They've gotten super restrictive. Cool, exactly. I do adult only. That's just me, though. Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. I should go ahead and I am going to make a note of that. Actually, let me write it down on my notepad right now, and I will swap. Out my video next time, and I'm going to label it 18 only, because there's no possible way I'm going to be able to eliminate my cussing. It's just me, man. If it's a problem, you know where to go. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's a good point, though. I'm gonna make note of it. I'll get you one for some Monero. Yeah, no, I'm good. All right. So what do we have going on here? So yeah, we had this volume spike. So I was, so last night I traded, and I made a bad trade. Here, if I can, let me go 15 minutes just so I can see better. So last night I was looking at this symmetrical triangle here, right? And, here, let me actually get rid of my moving averages because they're not necessary. Okay, so I was charting this symmetrical triangle, and then we had breakout come out of here, and so anyway, I made a bad trade. I longed somewhere in this pump, right? And I was pretty certain we're gonna see some upside just based on the bullishness of the market, and it came down, and it came down enough. I actually tapped out. I think I was charting a tighter triangle at that time, and it came down enough where I tapped out, so I lost like 150 bucks. Then I played the following bounce when I started to see this volume right here come in. I played some of that, so I made my 150 bucks or 200 bucks back, and then I really had to go to bed because I've been tired just staying up way too late lately. So I ended up, I tapped out of my trade with like a $200 profit. So basically last night I broke even, right? And then we had all this continuation happen, and I'm like, damn, I would have made like $2 grand or something out of that had I stayed in my trade, but that's okay. Of course, if you're going to go to bed, it's always really risky to stay in a trade. I was in profit. I figured I might as well just take it. And of course, I believe it. Whoops. Yeah, because in here, indicators were getting high already. So I said, well, and I'm just going to take my profit. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get a really good night's sleep and not have to think about it. Then we did all this pump action. So today I played, I bought the bottom of this flag in here, and I sold part way up, so I made like a couple $100 bucks or something, 140 bucks after all my fees. That's of course after my fees to open this trade as well, so let's say 150, 160 bucks or something profit that I made on the trade. And the whole reason I tapped out of the first trade I made today was because we kept getting rejected off this top, but when I seen we got supported down here, and we came up and we got supported again, so I bought the support on the triangle again in order to, to get the best price possible to retest this breakout to the top side. And if you look at the 5-minute on this triangle, we've tested 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5 times. So let's say 4 significant times that we've tested the top of this triangle. So I believe we're supported well enough here to look for some more upside to this as well. RSI leveled out. There's a little bit of upside to the RSI. You can actually see we're making a higher high on the RSI right now as well. And we're making, well, not necessarily higher lows, but our lows held, and on our RSI we made higher highs. So I'm kind of happy about that. So I'm just kind of waiting here, and we'll have a beer together and see if I can answer some questions. If you guys have some questions, or I guess, I mean, I could, if you guys want to throw some calls, some ticker symbols out there, I could probably take a look at some other charts and maybe do like a brand new fresh analysis. And possibly I should get into doing analysis on other coins as well, even though I'm not really actively trading other coins. I'm sitting tight here, kind of waiting for alt season to take place because I have a shitload of bags right now that I'm looking to dump. So if we can get alt season to come in here, I'll definitely be happy, so I can make some profit on some of my bags and look for new opportunities as well. I was hoping this triangle does hold, that's for sure. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see if I can flop over to chat here again. Yes, cheers. I'll smoke a fat one here in the mountains. Great, awesome. Enjoy. STS, how many Monero will you spend on Svetiana from, I don't know who that is anyway. Let's check over here on Facebook because my Restream chat doesn't show my Facebook chat. What about LTC and Mimblewimble? I can take a look at LTC. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like I don't know much about Mimblewimble. Was there a ticker symbol for that? But I can load up LTC. Oh yeah, I gotta switch my screen back over here. That's right. Okay. I'll take a look at both LTC USD as well as BTC as well. So on the USD market, I'm actually seeing, so obviously we're trending up. Pardon me, my lines are not going to be too perfect, and I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible. So on the daily, we're definitely uptrending. So we're supported here. This I would have called a flag, so we've broken out of a flag based on the daily. Or I guess that's sort of a descending wedge. So we've broken out of this wedge and we're going up, and we're still well supported by the supporting trend line. That's all really fine and dandy. Down here on indicators, we're definitely MACD's crossed bearish, and we're still pointing upward both on MACD as well as RSI. And MACD is still upticking, and it's building momentum on the uptick as well on the histogram. So I mean, that still looks relatively bullish on the daily. If I go 4 hour, and it just shows a little bit better here how we broke out of the descending wedge here, and of course retraced and got re-supported by the supporting trend line. So that's you know, a really bullish indicator. Now, as far as this particular setup up here, I'm not positive about where it's going. I mean, if I was gonna play anything, I would probably still be holding a long. Indicators are inconclusive, but RSI pointing down doesn't really look that great. But it's kind of the same thing with Bitcoin as well, where I mean, on the higher time frames, I'm looking for a retrace, and lower time frames, I'm still bullish. But the support I still like. So a retrace would be good, and if we can remain supported someplace, I'd be definitely happy. That's not even a pattern. I wouldn't even play patterns on this at all right now, not off of this top. I'd be looking for a breakout one way or the other to figure it out, but indicators, RSA pointing down. As long as it gets supported, you see we do have higher lows on the RSI. So right in this area, we had higher lows on the RSI, which would probably be a pretty good buy indicator if you were buying, you know, a long at this time. So we do have a pump, and we do have a little flag thing coming out. If I zoom in some more, actually doesn't look horrible on the 15. I mean, we had a pump, and now we're kind of doing this thing. And I'll be looking to see which way that breaks out. Actually, here's something else of interest. Of course, resistance becomes support, support becomes resistance. So, I mean, you will notice here that we were resisting in this area down in the bottom of our channel. And then it became support here over on our flag kind of thing. So that actually looks rather bullish here for the short time, although RSI is pointing down and on its way down. So I'd be looking for a breakout one way or the other, and then either play a long or short when it breaks out, either break this supported area or break out above this kind of flaggish looking thing right now. Be kind of what I'd be looking for. I wouldn't be making any moves here right at this moment. If you're not in a trade, I wouldn't make a trade. That's all. If you're in a trade, I'd probably hold it and see which way it breaks. What do I have here? Uh-oh, I'm breaking down out of my triangle over here. I don't like this. Am I losing money yet? Nope, but I'm about break even. So I would say this triangle is more or less failed at this point. I think we're ranging in here right now, and it's not really a triangle. So we'll see. I still got to see if we get some volume in one direction or the other to kind of make a decision whether I'm going to get out of my trade or not. I mean, that's still fair if we're not playing a pattern. I mean, we still got held up by the 55 EMA there, which I consider a significant hold. The 55 and 100 EMAs are generally where I look for supports and resistances depending on the trend that we're on. So with the EMAs, what I use is, because we're trading above my EMA cluster, right, I say that we're in a bullish pattern, and then on the retraces, I'm looking to get supported at either the 55 or the 100 EMA. So that still looks good to me, and even if we came down, I mean, that would be a nice, decent retrace if it came down to the 100 EMA. But that would tell me that my, pattern, either this triangle or this range up in this area, just are not true, right? So if it breaks down now and goes to the 100 EMA, I'll see if it holds some support there. But that would tend to tell me that we're going to start going the other way. Whoops. And MACD on the 15 minutes crossing bearish, or it's on the 5 minutes crossing bearish. See, in the 50-minute really doesn't know what it's doing, because we had the spiked candle here. Now we spiked the other way. It tells me that the market's rather indecisive at the moment, but there is still some volume. Significant trades is showing a lot of buy volume as well, and I mean that's still good. So. Monero will break 90 overnight. Yeah, okay, let's pull up a Monero chart and take a look at it. Let's do that right now. I'll use Finex for now. Yeah, well, 15 minutes looks pretty bullish. Let me start with zooming out, though. Yeah, I think you're right. Monero looks bullish AF. Trending here. We've already broken out here. That's a breakout. Now I wish I could leverage trade Monero. I mean, I have a bag of Monero that I'm holding. That's great. Let me pull that back. That's just ugly with these sitting right out there. So we've already broken out there. And indicators, MACD pointing upward and has opened up. RSA pointing upwards with a lot of freaking room to go. Monero looks bullish AF on the daily. We are approaching this area of resistance though. But I think the significant portion of that is towards that $100 mark, right in here. Of course, I mean, we have this dip where there was previous support, which is generally an indication of resistance, which is probably where we're at. I think we have a good chance of breaking given the indicators, and I think we probably find significant resistance towards $100. I'm marking 102 on the line that I just, or 102, 103 on the line I put down. But I think we'll find some significant resistance around the $100 mark. I really like this. I can't margin trade on XMR though unless I head over to BitMEX, which I don't want to do. I really, really like this on the daily. I think that looks pretty good. Let's cut our time frames down here and check a 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour bullish. I mean, I'd like to see it flag out a little bit more and then take a continuation pump. So overnight, for your time frame of saying overnight, that's probably pretty good. Because I think RSI is going to want to come down a bit and get ready to make another run. And actually, you can kind of see, so we broke out of that triangle. So this large triangle that I drew on the daily, we broke out of, and you can see that it became, so resistance became support right here as well. That's a very good indication that it's bullish. So I would agree with you still on that. I think Monero is bullish, just like it's as bullish as can be. Yeah, I have no complaints really about the hourly. I mean, indicators are pointing down a little bit, so we'll probably get our histogram to tick under a little bit, and then, I mean, it's got to reset a little bit in order to go up. We do have something I will point out. So on the hourly time frame, we have price action that went up, right? But we have RSI. We have RSI that came down. Actually, MACD and RSI are both showing a bearish divergence here right now. So I would be looking here for it to just kind of swoop down a little bit more and take another shot at running up and breaking out of this significant resistance area right now. So on the shorter time frame, yeah, probably a little bit of a retrace. So overnight, yeah, I could definitely see once that retrace has taken place, I could definitely see it resuming bullish. Absolutely. If I go to like a 15 minute, 15 minute on the indicators, more or less the same thing. Really hard to say. Yeah, really hard to say one way or the other on the 15 minute, but it definitely looks bullish. Absolutely. I really like this daily chart on Monero though. I mean, that's looking rather significant. So what will we have? We have $100, and then following that we have this $140 previous 9. That's, oh no, it's not the last time that we had a 9 on the daily. We had a couple of them in here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm seeing 100, 102 for a resistance on Monero. So that's a really good one, I think. I think that's a viable trade. So I'm sitting on some bags. Yeah, at $100, I would start putting me in the profit on my, you know, long time bags that I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on them for a while now. I just so we're gonna tick up here. Tick up. Let's go. Let me look up. Thanks for XMR tip. Buying now. Let's see together. Sure, man. I don't give financial advice, though. It's all on you if it all goes to shit. Right? So that's all on you. I don't give financial advice. Just showing you guys my opinions and what I'm doing, right? Really good. Thanks. Bittrex. Yeah, I trade on Bittrex as well. But I prefer to trade on leverage. I mean, I'm already sitting on a bunch of Monero. But I would still like to trade this play if I could trade it at leverage. What do you think, Jesse? BTC dominance over 60%. Will it flow to main alts? Now, that's what I'm looking at here is an opportunity here whenever Bitcoin finds its top on this particular move, which is, you know, rather bullish. If we can find a top, right, and have a retrace and find a support, Once we find a support and we can have some sideways action, that's when I see that that's when I see money that will flow from Bitcoin into altcoins. And I can't wait for alt season. This is going to be great. This is really reminiscent of the 2017 run up, like the 2017 bull market and before that bull market. Okay, when BTC, like we were in a bull market when it went from 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000, right? And then 3,000 to 5,000, and from 5,000 it came back down to like 3,000, right? But in that area, when the beginning of that run up happened and Bitcoin was trading between that 2,000 to 5,000 area, and it was rather volatile, but it kept finding support. And every time it found support, we had an altcoin rally. In that altcoin rally, I was slapping down 5 BTC and 10 BTC trades over on Poloniex, and like just making mad gains on the altcoin markets. So yeah, I'm waiting and hoping here that we're gonna have altcoin season. I do believe it's going to come. It just all depends here on when BTC decides to find a top, because as long as BTC is pumping, money's not going to be flowing into altcoins. Now, if we did, like, let me switch back over here, and whoops, wrong window. And suppose I went coin market cap. So if you refresh this, we have BTC dominance, right? So what I'm looking for is you get up in the morning, you refresh the page, right? When BTC dominance is starting to drop, but market cap is not dropping, that's indicative that money is flowing out of Bitcoin and into altcoins, which is indicative of altcoin season, right? So that's what I'm looking for. Right now, BTC dominance is climbing. It's climbing like hell. So we're still in Bitcoin season, not in altcoin season, right? But we're waiting for that flip. If I switch over Bitcoin, change 24 hour, we have pretty well a sea of red. But I'm seeing less red. I mean, less significant red than we did on yesterday's pumpage. Like I was pretty sure anyway, I was seeing some much larger red values yesterday than today. So which could be indicative that Bitcoin might be finding a top pretty soon. Sorry, just answering a couple messages there. Good volume, not huge. A little bit of a spike. See, we had a bit of a spike here to run it up and retest that top. So volume's definitely not gone completely yet. I mean, there's still a bit of volume. I think I'm going to get myself a third monitor. I mean, I have 2 screens right now. And basically, one I'm watching significant trades, as well as I'm watching my stream to make sure it doesn't go goofy. And then on the other one I have my trading, but I have my what you call it there, my Restream chat and my Facebook chat over there. I think it'd be do me really good if I could put one more screen just right up above me and then run my chats up there or something so I don't get so confused. So we're going to take another shot. So the triangle, I mean, it's faked out a little bit, but it's still holding. It still looks decent. I'm still happy. RSI coming up again. It did make a lower low on RSI, kind of. $15-minute looking good. And so we wait. $1 million buy order. That. Who my puppy's barking at? Oh, and open something up. Got a wallet that was having a hard time to sync, so I put it on a node that I know is good, except the node is super slow. It's been syncing for like 3 days and I still don't have the entire blockchain. Really sucks. What's going on, Facebookers? Yogesh, Brandon, George, Sandra, Steven, Robbie, Bill. What's going on, guys? So how's the rest of the market doing here anyway? Bcash has been pumping pretty good. I think yesterday Bcash went up a lot more significantly than Bitcoin. What do we have here? Look at that. Oh, BNB shot way up. BNB number 7. Waiting for a Tron pump as well. I got a little bit of bags of that. I get bags of Monero. I got bags of Dash. I have bags of Litecoin. I have bags of Ripple. I have a little bit of Ethereum. I meant to buy EOS because I think it'll pump as well. Just we're in that time. Like probably everything is gonna pump on the altcoin markets here pretty soon. Like BTC altcoin markets, right? Neo, I have massive bags of Neo. Like a shitload of Neo. So I'm waiting for that too. So how's Neo doing? Let's check that out here. Actually, I'm gonna check USD first. Neo is at the bottom and flat on the daily. Well, I guess it has come up a bit. Actually, Neo looks like a buy at the moment to me. MACD coming around. RSI pointing up. Why are you doing this? Yeah, I don't know if I'd really buy the reversal. I'd probably wait for a green 2 candle to be trading above and then buy that or something. But... oh, we also have a possibility of developing a bit of a head and shoulders here. It might only go one more candle. So it looks a little bit dangerous at the moment. But I've been sitting on Neo for ages, waiting for that $200 Neo again. It'll come in altcoin season, I'm sure. But how's it doing against Bitcoin? So probably shit then. Death. Oh, it looks like death. But it is so far oversold, it's not even funny. Wow. Death. Neo must not be doing anything. So that's gonna bounce pretty soon. For sure. Wow, that is death. So those bags are definitely underwater. Oh well. But if I go back to USD, look at that peak, like $200 Neo. Unbelievable. So hopefully Neo does something significant. Do you have anything on the calendars? Nothing on the calendars for Neo at all. That might be a lot of death. That might be a lot of death because I have a lot of Neo. A lot of Neo. Okay, so that could be some death. Oh. But we'll see what happens there. No, all the shitcoins will go down. Only coins with real value will stay. Dash is actually reaching a support level, I believe. And I believe Tron is as well. I'd have to check it. Yeah, but I do agree with you about Monero having looking really, really friggin' bullish. Yeah. I really, really like the way Monero is. But yeah, I have a bunch of bags of Monero as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have some assets that are just kind of spread out pretty good, so... Baron says, change your shit coins. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have Cardano. I don't have any Cardano. No. Here, let's take a look at another couple of them, though. So, Neo, anyway, looks like death right now, but it's going to bounce. I mean, I wouldn't sell it until it bounces. It's going to bounce. I mean, it's inevitable. Once alt season comes, then it'll give me an exit opportunity. What was I just gonna look at? Oh, Dash. See, Dash, yeah, came right down to a historical level as well. I mean, sitting at 132, actually, I'm in profit on Dash. Should be, anyway. That's still coming up some more. It's not a sell today, I don't think. Fuck! This fucking Zoom is pissing me off. Even the weekly, I mean, it's climbing. I don't know how long it'll climb, but it's still climbing on the weekly. I definitely won't be selling today, that's for sure. I'll be waiting for this to bounce and come up. I'm going to be waiting for altcoin season before I dump my bags. I'm not dumping my bags before the alts start pumping. And it's going to come. It's going to come, and there's going to be a bunch of money rolling into the markets. And it's going to cause all altcoins to pump, as far as I'm concerned. Although I do believe you're right about Monero, and there's a few select coins that I do believe are going to pump a lot better than others. I don't see any value in selling right here today. What was the other one? I'm going to go back over there. BSV sell. BSV was a sell the day it came out. Oh, Tron. Yeah, let me check out Tron. Tron, I don't have a lot of data on the daily. Tron is coming up a bit though. Indicators are showing bullish at the moment on the daily. I'm basically right now, I think 2.2 or 2.3 cents is my entry price on Tron. So, and the thing is the fucking marketing behind Tron is like one tweet and then it FOMO rallies. It do like a 50% pump on a friggin' tweet or whatever. So I'll wait for the next tweet before I dump it. But I have a bunch of Tron, and I do need to get out of it. Don't get me wrong, I know that. I gotta get out, but... So I'm looking here is relatively well supported. So Tron to me right now, it's got a lot more upside on the USD value. And I think on BTC, it's approaching a support. It's death. Yeah, okay, so on BTC, now here's the other reason why I'm still holding, right? I draw a line straight across here. Okay, historical support, we got... it's been supported over here very well. It was supported here like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and we're approaching that historical level again. I mean, today it's not a sell. To me, it's not a exit all markets until it's well below this line. I mean, and if it goes below that line, it's basically zero. You might as well just take 100% loss and be happy that be happy that you tried at least. But we are approaching a historical low. Right, and I'm expecting it to, do some kind of WXYZ pattern like this across and take another run. I mean, the marketing behind it when they do a marketing play, the marketing is so freaking FOMO and people are so stupid they'll buy anything. I'm going to wait for it to pump again, and I'll exit at a much better price than it is today, that's for sure. But I mean, I do agree it's a shit coin. Come on, get back up there, you. You're holding BTC and Monero. That's great. Most in top 100 are shit. Yep, I basically agree. But like Ripple's another one. I mean, I'm sitting on a bunch of Ripple, and I know it's a shit coin. 100% I'm aware it's a shit coin, and it's centralized. But I mean, they've got some marketing behind them too, and it's one of those coins that do these stupid, retarded, massive FOMO rallies, and I'm sitting in a good entry price on it, and I'm gonna hold it until it pumps, right? Like you say, you're right, stay cool. I'm just gonna stay cool, and you wait for that pump. There's always somebody out there that's stupider than you that's gonna buy it at a higher price. So you just wait and sell it at a later time, and it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. But I mean, I do agree that Monero is actually looking really good. Yeah. It's not going to be like the last bull. Alt won't go up that much. Yeah, I know. I mean, you could be right about that. We'll see. But it's going to go up. And there's no point in selling the bottom. So. Okay. Alright, I believe I'm going to take a little break here and step over to the bathroom and grab another beer. And then hopefully this market will do something by then. right. I'm actually getting hungry too. Maybe I'll order some food today. I don't know what I want to eat though. What do I want to eat, guys? Let's see. Last bull was like Silicon Valley bubble in the early internet days. Now the finance play it more safe on projects that produce something, but as currency, there's only BTC and Monero. Yeah, I would pretty well agree with that. As currencies, as actual currencies, there is only Bitcoin and Monero. Those are the only two like real viable projects. I could throw Litecoin in there as well, but well, yeah, I could throw Litecoin in there as well. I mean, it is a currency, but it's like BTC's little brother, right? And here's the way I equate that. The way that I equate it is that with Bitcoin, because of the costs, like there's quite a bit more throughput on what's it called, Litecoin. Now, in all fairness, with the Lightning Network and all that being applied to Bitcoin, there is some ways to save this as well. But as far as on-chain regular transactions, Bitcoin is really difficult, like to go to the corner store and buy a bag of potato chips with it, right? But because you're going to pay like a, I'm not saying the fees are high right now. I mean, like it costs like 60 cents or 80 cents or something to send a relatively fast transaction at the moment. And that's fine. That's great. And I'd pay 60 cents to send a transaction to buy a bag of potato chips. That's okay. However, when Bitcoin is used a lot and blocks start filling up and fees start going up, like in the bull run, it was costing me $50, $60, $70 to make a transaction on Bitcoin. So if I wasn't moving, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 fucking dollars on a transaction, what's the point in paying those fees? Right? So the way that I see Bitcoin is like the currency of kings. Okay? I'm not sure how Monero's throughput is or what the fees are like if it was actually used, as a mainstream currency, right? I know it's very economical the way we're using it right now, and that's great and everything. But the way that I see Litecoin is it's the cheaper alternative, and it's the lower cost alternative for buying things like a cup of coffee or a bag of potato chips, right? Where Bitcoin is great if you want to buy a house or you want to buy a car, because you're making significant transactions, and I see it as a much more significant form of storage of value, where I see something like Litecoin is much more would be a lot easier to use as a daily casual currency, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you agree with me, but let me know in the chat there if you agree with that type of thought train or not. A comment on Facebook there. I see you got things clicking on all cylinders. We hope so anyway. I really hate Facebook's video resolution. Like, really, guys, I'm only streaming on Facebook because you guys are there. Let me drop some links down here. Actually, I gotta make a text file. Let me open up my text editor. Wow, I have a lot of tabs in my text editor. and give me a new file, and let me get my links ready here. Just I got a really nice, quick and easy copy paste. Okay. What do I want? Okay, my YouTube. I never set an actual link for my YouTube channel. But we'll just use this one for now. So there's that one. I'm gonna look at setting a proper link for my YouTube channel. I thought I did at one point. I'm sure I set a proper link for my YouTube channel. How do you even do that? It must be in other features somewhere. Customize channel? No. Nope. Status and features? Oh yeah, there is a custom URL. Thought I had a custom one. Actually, I think it's in my Facebook header. So I probably did have it. Okay, so there's my channel. Let me go ahead and drop that on chats. So here, guys, if you want to get it in proper resolution, there's that. I'm going to drop it over here. Okay, that's YouTube, and then my Twitch. Way too many things open, guys. Bear with me here. Let me save that in my text file. And here's my Twitch, guys. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to make an overlay for my video as well that'll have these links on them. Okay. But yeah, guys, Facebook's resolution really sucks. So if you guys could, those of you on Facebook, if you hop on over to YouTube or Twitch, shoot me a subscription or a follow on there, and yeah, you'll be able to see you in much better detail. And then also, I'll be able to see you on the regular chat, like this chat here. It doesn't show when you guys send me a message on Facebook. It doesn't show here, right? I have to look at a separate window. So if you guys could head on over to Twitch or to YouTube, it would be absolutely great. It'll streamline the whole chat process, and then you can show up on screen as well with your question, so everybody knows what we're talking about and why I'm mentioning certain things, right? I love all you guys on Facebook, but Facebook just kind of sucks. It's just the way it is. Burn said, "Why would you not just use Litecoin then?" I mean, you can make large transactions. I mean, that's a fair point. That's actually a really fair point. But yes, yeah, like Litecoin is, yeah, it's tested a whole bunch of new stuff before it's been introduced to Bitcoin. And that's kind of cool. So like, and with that notion, I don't mind holding, you know, 500 bucks or $1,000 on a hot wallet in Litecoin to go make daily transactions, right? But I want my, you know, 100,000, 200,000, million, 5 million, 10 million, you know, sitting in Bitcoin, because I know they don't make any changes to Bitcoin unless it's already been thoroughly tested, right? I'd say that's probably a viable argument for that, but then again, you're all right. I mean, if Litecoin's that good, why not just use Litecoin, right? So I see your point. I do see your point, and I raise you 10. On Facebook, Princeton says, everything looks great, bro. Yeah, but on Facebook, it maxes out at 720p resolution. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you probably don't care the difference. But I mean, when I look at my stream on Facebook, like I'm looking at it right now, actually, on the other monitor, right? I can't read the numbers on my TD sequential. I can barely read the numbers on my TD sequential. I can hardly read. I can barely read the numbers on the side. I mean, if I look in and I squint, I can kind of read them. They're that blurry. And I'm looking at a 27-inch monitor, right? The problem is it's only 720p resolution on its 27-inch monitor. So it kind of sucks. But on YouTube and Twitch, I'm streaming at 1080p, so it looks a lot better. So buy more Monero. You know what? Looking at that chart, yeah. I'm gonna be watching that. I mean, I'm sitting on some. It's good. I'm fine. I don't really experience. Well, sometimes I experience FOMO, but I don't really experience FOMO that much. But looking at that chart, and since you brought it up, you have my interest. I'm gonna be watching Monero, and I might double up my bags. We'll see. I'm here on YouTube now. Good job, bro. Yeah, thanks, man. I want to be able to broadcast this as in singing. I want to broadcast FB. Yeah, man, just hit restream.io. That's what I'm using. And it's actually free for the most part. There's some extra features that you get with the paid membership, which I don't have yet. I'll probably get it because I do have multiple Facebooks that I could stream to, and that would be really cool. But yeah, so one of the features that you get when you pay for it is that you can stream to multiple instances at the same thing. So like right now, you can stream to a whole bunch of different streaming sites at the same time, but if I pay for it, now I could stream to like 2 Facebooks and 2 YouTubes, you know, and 3 Twitches or whatever I wanted. And I have a couple of Facebooks, so I have like my personal page, I have my business page, and then I have another private page as well for some other people that I would love to be able to stream to all simultaneously. So I'll probably actually end up buying the service. It's, I don't know, like 26 bucks a month or something like that for all I need to do. But yeah, it's really cool, man. And then I just use OBS. I use Open Broadcast Studio, and that's how I organize my stream and do these layouts and all that. Well, I think I gotta get a stick here and poke it. It's not doing anything. What are you doing, Bitcoin? I'm hearing that Bitcoin may go down around July. Okay, Bitcoin might go up, Bitcoin might go down, and Bitcoin might go sideways. The only direction I know it will not go is left. That's it. And that's the way trading works. Cheers, Biggers. Let's see some Monero action. Yeah, I want to see some Monero action. I wish I could leverage trade Monero. That would be sick right now. Because I'd play that for sure. I just like I don't want to go to BitMEX again. I mean, I could put a quarter of a Bitcoin on BitMEX. I'll just leverage it like 10x or something. I'll go full account 10x on Mex maybe. I think Mex has XMR, don't they? I believe. Well, we're pretty well, I mean, at the end here. I mean, everything's tightening up so much in the price action here. It's got to pick a direction here very soon. We're still sitting above the 55 EMA. And either decide you're going to break my EMA so I know that you're going down and I can tap out, or just go up the way that I want you to go. Figure it out. I don't care which way you go, but I need to know. I need to know pretty soon because I'm getting hungry. Yeah. Or I should order food. I could order food and then I don't gotta get up off of here. Ugh. Don't know what I want. We could order like a good Greek salad from or something. What's this? Taco salad. California Seafood Caesar. Oh, it has crab meat. That sounds really good. Order a panda burger. So one problem I have is I had to Google panda burger because I don't know what you're talking about. At least I've never heard about it in Canada anyway. Definitely not in my town, that's for sure. I live in a real small town, man. Maybe show some live video from Consensus. If I was going to Consensus. But right now, or is that later on this week? What's going on right now with Consensus? Oh yeah, that's oh, that did start today. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they have the live stream on. Oh. Give me a second. I gotta run a flash update. What the F? Yes, APD for Debian / Ubuntu. I should have Flash already installed. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, there we go. Open. It's already installed. I have an idea. Just having some Linux problems here at the moment. Not that it's really a problem because I don't care, but we'll see here if we can make this work. Just oh yeah, it works great in Chromium. Now, can I extract this URL? Oh, and then Flash, and then my OBS plugin's not going to be Flash equipped. I got it. Oh, maybe. Oh, it might be installed for the OBS plugin. Depends if it uses Firefox or if it probably uses Chromium. So if I copy that, let me try something here. Okay, that required... Oh, okay. That's not going to work. Okay, so I'll have to do that a bit differently.
thinking, but it was additive to our thinking. There were several other areas like that as well. So it was very helpful in that way.
Megan, perhaps you could share some feedback on the framework and how you've worked that into your advice to clients.
Sure, I will reiterate that it was welcome and very helpful, and it kind of took, all of the advice that we've been gathering and digesting over the past few years and put it in one place in a really succinct way that is really user-friendly. I have a couple of questions or clarifications for the next version of the frameworks. One that I think is on a lot of our clients' minds are the idea of using the proceeds from the token sales to improve the functionality of the platform. I think Goodwin does a lot of work in the tech space, and we have a lot of companies that are startups and have model number one and then improve it over time, make it better as their business becomes more successful. So there was something in the frameworks weighing whether the proceeds were being used to develop the platform, and I think that there should be a place for proceeds to be used to make platforms better, and that would be consistent with emerging tech companies.
Sure. I think the thing to keep in mind, and I think that one of the things that the framework kept trying to point out was the efforts of others aspect. And, if what you're looking to is a question of when are you no longer relying on the efforts of others as one of the elements, I think there's some misunderstanding or misconception that decentralization is the answer to a morphing, as we call it. That's just one element, right? But that really does go to the question of whether or not it's the efforts of others that are still involved in enhancing the value and from which you're going to obtain the value. And that, I think that is an important question as it relates to, software companies. We see that all the time with software companies. Yeah, you need to constantly improve and develop, or, but is it, the one team that's doing it and directing it versus the community that's voting through their consensus mechanism, and no one person's controlling dollars.
Makes sense. The other one, which is kind of in a similar vein, I think there was a factor in there that talked about whether the appreciation and value of the token is incidental, which I read to suggest that there are circumstances where you can have a token becoming more valuable, for example, as a platform develops and becomes more useful, and that there's a place for that in this framework. So the idea of something ever going up in value is not necessarily a bad word or a bad concept.
Oh, I think that's right. I think that's right. And I think, again, as Director Himmon's speech had mentioned, but I think that everyone wants to remember from a legal side is there's this case called Gary Plastics where what you may have in your hand is in and of itself is not a security, but all the things around it and everything that you're doing turn it into an investment contract. And so, the secondary market increase in value. But if you've built the best platform in the world and, people really need that token in order for them to participate in that platform, and it's a true supply and demand for purposes of, that particular thing. I think that's. I think the framework recognizes that.
Well, that's like
as
secret
one
sauce.
Of the
it's just
elements.
a matter of,
Well, sure, but again, the securities laws are facts and circumstances. They're principles based. You're not going to get a checklist that says yes, okay, no, okay. It's just not the way it works. And so there is a lot of judgment that goes into it. It is an economic reality test. And I think, Dorothy, as you're pointing out, there are business calls that people have to make. And as I say, that's true in the digital space as well as it's true in your brick and mortar corporate space. I don't see, those business choices really being that different, other than it's easier to know that you have stock that you're trading or debt that you're trading versus something, what is this that I'm trading?
Great. And so, so you mentioned, just go back to Turnkey, Jed, for a moment. So you mentioned that was a small law firm in Florida that reached out to you guys. So what, if you could share, what is the, you mentioned that there was some additional no action letters in the pipeline. Is that, do you envision them to be?
I couldn't speak on that. What I can tell you is that they arise as a result of the kind of interaction that Megan's been talking about.
An iterative process.
Oh, it's a very iterative process, and what will and this is not secret sauce. So what'll happen is if a no action letter comes in, we have a team, and they go through it, and then we sit down and we say, okay, we've got all these kinds of questions, and we'll put together a list of questions, and then 2 or 3 staff will get on the phone with counsel and with the company and walk through them. We don't put anything in writing. It's all oral, but we'll walk through each one of the questions. And so they'll have a dialogue about the questions, if there's any question about what it means and what we're looking for. But I think that's a way.
Yeah, I can say stuff. It's just that you're gonna get feedback from my audio coming back straight into my mic because I'm trying to listen to it at the same time.
Generally someone from my office and someone from the
And I'm not using a headset.
and it's non-confrontational, and it's intended really to move the ball forward.
But that's something I don't think I really appreciated until I was directly involved. You'll notice, I think the turnkey jet no action letter was dated like April 2nd, and then, the approval from the SEC came the following day. That's not an accident. That letter was an iterative letter that came over time and a lot of feedback and back and forth, such that by the time it was actually finalized and submitted, they had a lot of confidence in what the answer is going to be. So it's,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. People, you may submit a no action letter, but that's not ultimately what's going to go out the door. And we don't make you put anything publicly out until we're ready to say, okay, put it in formally now, because you can always send in drafts, but put it in formally now. And there are times we'll issue the letter the same day. It's not, I think turkey, that's unusual. It was like
Okay, price action. We got price action. I think we're going now
we
here.
actually issue our response the same day because we say, okay, send it in because it's sent in electronically. And then we'll do the response, but we will have gotten totally comfortable with what's in that letter.
so I know you can't share anything about the other ones in the pipeline.
We going this time? Go, 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 go.
It came out, it's a completely closed loop platform.
Yes.
They're not doing anything with money other than having it sit basically in a pot of equity. Transfer restrictions, redemption is at a value less than you paid.
Yeah, a Russian stripper would give me some motivation at least.
To that business and are not necessarily.
Motivation for what? I'm not sure. But at least I'd pay more attention.
It's so they're not class letters. It's not if you do this, then this, this. So
Price action? Up and away?
but
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
as I said, I think turnkey jet, from my personal side, is really on one end of the spectrum. But I'm sure there will be others that start moving a little bit more because that's business reality. Not everybody's going to be in a closed loop.
Yep.
Right? So.
I think we're about to wrap up. Maybe Amy, you could share your thoughts on how you hope FinHub evolves with the market.
Whoops.
I think the level of interaction that we have had from industry has been great. Val actually has been doing these P2P meetings when she's been traveling around the country. And just the more engagement that the industry has with us through FinHub, because that's your best way to get to the right people and not feel, oh no, I don't know who to call. You just send it into FinHub and we'll be right back at you. And I think the more interaction and willingness that people have to engage with us, the happier we are, because we want this to work. We want there to be innovation in these markets. We want there to be change, because the securities laws are written to be dynamic, and engaging with us to help facilitate that is the only way that it works.
That's great. So that's a very positive perspective on things. And so Megan, maybe you can share to your prospective clients out there, what do you think is the top 2-3 things that you would get from engagement like that?
Well, I really think this panel has been a great representation of all there is to gain. Just the open dialogue, it improves your ability to go forward with a successful platform that you can be confident is not going to be the subject of scrutiny, maybe not certain, but more confident. And it forces you to tease through some aspects of your business that you might not have had at the forefront of your mind that are really going to, play out whether you like it or not. So I've had an incredibly positive experience, and I hope this panel has inspired some other people to consider engaging.
Dorothy, any final thoughts?
Not a lot of grass grows under the feet of this industry. And so we're looking forward to we appreciate very much everything that the SEC's done. It's been a quickly developing industry, but we're looking forward to further developments and further clarity, in particular on different functionality, as well as the ability to trade and custody registered security tokens. We're supporting some efforts. We bought a broker-dealer, and we're supporting an ATS, and sort of we're supporting efforts to see if we can help facilitate that evolution of the marketplace where there actually are registered tokens.
And I would say, if you have any specific ideas, please give me a call.
Okay, will do.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
So, interesting candle on the 5-minute. Still uptrending, but a heavy rejection at 8,050. It's hard to say what to make out of that. Seeing it come down was almost enough to make you want to tap out, but as long as we're sticking above the 55 EMA, I'm going to say that I'm still on the upside of it. But who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm still thinking about ordering this food that I was thinking about. This California seafood Caesar sounds really good. Might even get 2 of them. Have something to eat later on for second supper. Of course, I'm looking at another window right now. Even though you see my cursor moving, it's because my cursor is on the same screen. So it'll show it on the screen that you're seeing, but I'm actually looking at something completely different. I wonder how long the intermission is on that video. Whoops, that's a little loud. Pardon me. Alright, I'm gonna mute out here and order myself some food, I think. I think this California Seafood Caesar sounds pretty good. We'll see what it looks like when it gets here, because I ain't ever had it before. Possibly order with a credit card over the phone as well, because I don't think I have enough cash on me to cover it. Well, maybe. It'd be tight. We'll just do it this way, but I'm gonna mute out because I don't want to read you guys my credit card number. Alright, food will be here within an hour. And I guess they don't take a credit card over the phone anymore. So they're sending me a machine to my door, and I'm like, well, see, when they used to do that, they send a machine to your door. They'll charge you like an extra $4 or $5 for the inconvenience of sending a machine, right? And so I always did credit over the phone. If I didn't have cash in my pocket, I'd do credit over the phone, right? So I made sure I asked. I said, "Do you guys charge some kind of absurd fee for using the machine?" Because I know. Well, it's got to be about 10 years ago when I last worked deliveries. 8 years ago, something like that, when I did it kind of part time. Yeah, we would charge an extra $4 or $5 for bringing the machine because I mean you got to stand at the door for a while waiting for the transaction to go through, right? So we charged for it. And yeah, so I guess they don't charge anymore. It's included in your delivery fees. So, all right, send me the machine because I don't have enough cash on me. So, whoa, did we go? Oh, not quite. Well, we're getting up there. We'll see what happens here. Okay. Yeah, BTC broke 8K. Now it's whether it stays up there or not, because we've had a couple of interesting candles. We have a very interesting candle here on the 5-minute that kind of says it doesn't know what the hell it's doing right now, but it definitely does look like it's coming on the upside. And just we had quite a bit of volume on that candle, but it was very indecisive. Now that could also be that could just be take profit order. Well, no, why would somebody put a take profit there? That doesn't make any sense. So there's got to be a lot of people that actually believe that it's already too high, because why would we have that kind of volume but be selling? Not that it's huge or anything, but it's enough to show indecisiveness in the market yet. But it's still looking on the upside here, and we're still, I mean, indicators are definitely looking good. We're getting higher lows on RSI. We're going to develop a higher high here on RSI as well if we stay up right now. So that all looks pretty good. Whoops. Yeah. Well, thanks for your support on the channel. Much appreciated. Shoot me a subscription if you're not subscribed already. No viewers. It's probably just because I'm a little bit boring. I'm a lot less entertaining than other YouTubers because I don't hype things up, right? I'm not a guy that's about hype, and hype definitely drives viewers. So a couple reasons. One, I've only just started this live streaming thing a couple days ago. Second, I did not email my list before I went live today, and I just don't want to email them now because, I mean, I'm about to get some food and then I'm gonna have to take a break here. Yeah. I'm not boring. Well, thanks for the support, man. Thanks for the support. You're welcome, Mark. Nice to have you here. Share the stream if you don't mind. I mean, that's the only way I'm gonna get viewers. I mean, if you like it, share it. I don't charge any money. I'm not selling anything. I'm not promoting any stupid Ponzi schemes. Go ahead and drop that down on your social media, and you know, that'll motivate me too to create some more content and put some other things together. Why am I sitting here right now? I'm sitting 550 bucks to the positive. That's looking good. Yeah, I think I can afford my dinner tonight. Oh yeah, get it. I did explain why XMR is bullish already. You'd probably have to rewind to that segment. I'm just getting really hungry and frustrated right now, so I don't wanna repeat myself, because repeating myself, you know, like it's bad enough I don't like repeating myself. The second thing is I'm getting hungry and frustrated, and so if I could get you to rewind, that would be awesome. But the short story is it just happens to be the way that it's peaking and the way that the indicators are sitting. So if you check a daily chart, MACD is still on the up and up, but still crossed over positive and pointing up, and RSI still has some distance to go and is also pointing up. So it looks very good to me on the daily right now. On the smaller time frames, it looks a little bit indecisive, but on the larger time frames, I definitely do that. As far as donations and that, I don't think I can enable donations on YouTube. So should I be putting my Bitcoin address right in the description of the video? I can give you one. I guess there's no sense in me accepting fiat for a donation, because like I'm Bitcoin. Whoa, the market's pumping. We're pumping. We're pumping. We're pumping. But I make money anyway, man. So it's all good. Make sure I put that password in the box, not somewhere else. I don't want to push enter and send my password across chat. All right, I'm dropping that in there. Yeah, right on, man. Thanks for that. I mean, that's motivating to have somebody, you know, say that they actually enjoy the content and that. The whole reason that I started doing the streaming like this was, let me switch back to my charts because it's pumping! Pump it up! Pump it, pump it, pump it. 1K, 1K single trade. Let's go, 1K single trade. Come on, give it to me. Are we done here? Shouldn't be done. I should have some room to go. Like, come on, we got some room here to go yet. Let's go. We got another 150 bucks at least to go. We'll see. What was I just talking about? Yeah. Thanks for the support, man. There was something else I was gonna say, but I just forgot. I got excited. Pump it! I'm getting hungry. Getting excited for food, too. Ooh. And beer. Beer is also good. I mean, love it. It's continuation. Another continuation candle. Give me one more pump candle here, and I should probably tap out this position. But I want my freaking 1K trade. I've done 1K days. Shit, I just about did 2K in one day the other day. But I want a 1K trade. Let's get it. Ah, maybe I should just tap it out. It'll go. It'll go. It'll go. I should set a stop in there just in case it moves pretty quick. So if this candle goes red, so let's set a stop at like 8,040, 8,030, let's say. It's probably gonna go. Look at that. Look at that horse shit. I'm gonna let it go too. That's okay. I still make 500 bucks. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, look at that. Look at that candle. It's gonna turn around and go up. That's gonna retrace. Cancel that stop. Cancel that stop. It's gonna retrace back up. I hate this part. That's okay. That's on my 5. I should have, my stop should be down below the previous candle, really. I mean, that would be more technically correct. But a $500 day is still a good day. Well, plus the 140 that I already made earlier. Whatever. See, maybe that was it too. I don't know. Like that's the thing about trading, right? Is you don't know the answer. You don't know which way it's gonna go. The only direction I know it's not gonna go is left. It will not go left. It'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go to the right, but it won't go left. Look at that, so I didn't get tapped out. That stop was awfully close, but I didn't get tapped out. We'll see. You're not waiting, I mean, not yet. Not yet. But at least, I mean, my stop's in a spot where, I mean, no matter what, I'm gonna make 500 bucks, so. Dee-dum-dee. Yeah, pump it, of course, put in a donation. I started buying a lot a couple days ago, right before the parabolic move up. Awesome. Good job. That's how it's done. You gotta buy before the move or you're screwed. Or else you do like me and you trade a 10x leverage and once in a while you get wrecked. You just received your first donation, man. Well, thank you for that. I got my wallet open. It hasn't triggered here yet, but you know how Bitcoin is. It usually takes a few minutes to trigger on the other guy's wallet. Congrats, plus your donations. Yeah, you know. Donation. Yeah, yeah, there's no S at the end of that. That's right. Donation, not donations. The very first one. Mark, first donation. Cheers to you. I'll see that when it comes in. I'll shout you out once more. Okay, I think I'll leave my stop right where it is. I think that's good. Well, we got another 6 minutes for this or no, oh, wait. Really? Oh, 5 minute, yeah, I was thinking the 15 minute. So the 15 minute, we should have another 6 minutes for the 15 minute candle to roll over. So if we're still bullish, I don't think we'll come below where we are right now. So my stop should be good. If we go below that, I would say we're probably a little bit bearish. I mean, it's a bullish market, but I mean, it's going to take a retrace if we go much lower than that candle. And I don't want to risk anything lower than that candle. I just think, I mean, trading's about, you got to secure profits, right? So the way that I see it, where my stop is set, those are secured profits. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't worry about the money you didn't make. Just worry about the money you've made and the money that you've lost. But once you've already lost it, there's no sense in worrying about it anymore. You know. Did you hear the LTC rumors? No, I did not hear the LTC rumors. What's up? I mean, maybe I did. I don't think so, though. I haven't checked any of the news sites or anything today. So if you want to educate me. So continuation or no continuation? 4 minutes for the 15-minute candle anyway. Moving this over. I was trying to get an idea of volume in that area. There's still quite a bit of buy volume going on. I think what I might do is on this screen, I'm going to trade up my background here with, and I'll put the chart there instead, the actual chart. That way there, when I'm talking to the chat, we can still see the chart in case it's making some kind of significant move. I think that'll be pretty cool. Well, consensus here. Nothing? Or to just die? Off air, okay. Okay. Okay, so you say search for Litecoin SPED-N. Okay. Oops, I just, why did I click that? Oh, so is it an app? Like it's an app for spending? For like transactions? Like a mobile app to make, you know, payments? Or whatever? How did it spend an app? Yeah, I don't know anything about this app. I don't know. Send me a link to the app though, I'll check it out. Looks like we're making a flag here. We got this flag kind of thing going on, which is bullish. Well, it's not really a flag. I don't even know how you'd say that yet. That's nothing yet, guys. That's nothing. That's nothing. But we'll see here. We're on a 9. Oh, fucking stupid line. We're on a 9. I mean, that's indicative of a reversal coming in, but not a guarantee. I mean, we're on a really small time frame, so. But we'll see. I mean, my stop is still good. I still make money even if I stop out. So I'm gonna let that ride. If it stops me out, it's probably gonna go lower and I can buy back in again. My idea about basic attention token, I'm fundamentally, I don't know, we can take a look at it technically. Yeah, it's probably gonna come down and slap my stop. Do they have a USD market? Nah, they do have a USD market. Look at that. Oh, it's on the up and up. Look at that. USD market's looking strong for basic attention token. Got some pretty crazy volatility going on in here, so I don't know if I'd be playing it right now. Hard to say. Kind of a head and shoulders-ish. I don't think there's enough volume to really make it make friggin' sense. Give me BAT BTC. Oh yeah, BTC's death. Oh wait, give me the daily. Whoa! 50% haircut. So it blew past previous support, blew past this support. I don't think I would touch it unless, 2 reasons. One, it turns around somewhere and starts to trend up. and I wouldn't buy it until it's trending up. Otherwise, I'm looking to buy in this area, which is coming up pretty soon. Anything in that box, you could probably start scaling in, and you'd have a fair value because it's a historical area where it's found support before and turned around. I know this is a lot higher, and I know that support becomes resistance, except a lot of that space, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. A lot of that support resistance area should have been around here if it was still bullish, but it's not. So it's in death mode right now. So I'd be looking back to historical support levels in order to look for an area to buy on it. That's myself personal, at least on the BTC market. USD market obviously is going up because Bitcoin's carrying it, right? And there's just not enough volume for USD transactions in it to really to really have the USD market make any sense. So that's what I'd be looking for, is historic support, and I'd look at buying in there. Today, for me, it's a pass. Regardless that it's definitely, you know, entering oversold territory. To me, it's still a pass. I'm looking at historical supports. Well, look at that. I'm still in. Still in there. Still going. We got a chance to go up some more yet. It could happen. Could. Yeah, okay. I'll check that video later on there. Just not right now. And this stream is 100% produced on Linux. Just for all you guys that say Linux sucks. Oh, here we go. It should tap me out now. Yeah, we're going to go down now. Should tap me out. No? You're going to make a triangle? Making a little wee triangle. Zoom in on the 1 minute with a little wee triangle here. How's Bybit doing? No, it didn't tap me out yet, but it could. I'm probably getting tapped out here, and that's okay. I'll let it tap me out. I'm gonna hold just in case, but I'll let it tap me out if it's gonna tap me out. That's okay. Yeah, RSI coming down, MACD's curling. Yeah, it's gonna tap me out here. Okay, well, rather than watch this, because I got stop set, I'm going to go and grab another beer. And we'll see if I have any money left when I get back. Alright, well, and I still have a trade on the go. Look at that. What a lucky bastard. See, that's actually looking good. I mean, there's sell pressure, so sell pressure comes in, right? But these candles are pancaking right back to the top. That tells me that's indicative of support in this area. That's indicative that there's some whales out there that are definitely have some big ass buy orders in this area in order to stop that from going down. With significant trades, do you get any million plus trades on significance? I didn't really notice. No problem on the view on basic attention token there. Just a quick one. I gotta eat and I could probably look at more time frames and all that. But yeah, totally. Like on altcoins, what I look for on altcoins, like I don't day trade altcoins because you can just, that's how you get wrecked. I'd rather day trade in significant coins, mostly Bitcoin, and use a bit of leverage to do it. And then it also reduces my counterparty risk. So I can put less money on an exchange and just use a bit of leverage in order to attain the value, the transaction sizes or the trade sizes, volume sizes that I want to trade. To me, it's a lot smarter to use leverage than it is to put a whole shitload of money on an exchange, right? I'd rather keep all my money in cold storage. So if I blow my account on Bybit, I can top it back up again, no problem, right? Just but putting a large amount of money on an exchange and then the exchange gets hacked and then all your money's gone, that's just, I'm not interested in that. So I keep like 90% of my money is in cold storage and like 10% of my money is on exchanges between Bybit and Bittrex, basically. And consensus is still off air. I don't know what the schedule is. I could probably get a schedule for consensus, can't I? There's been a ton of articles posted today. We got I just don't want to change my other screen there right now. But SEC's Crypto Czar says exchanges that list IEOs may face legal risks. Yeah, no shit. I called that too. I mean, just because you change the name from an ICO to an IEO doesn't mean you escape legal legalities and all that stuff, right? I mean, huh. I should maybe do a news segment as well. Or like maybe if I gotta put together a schedule for my streaming and then perhaps I can start each one with like 20 minutes on the latest news articles and then carry on with just some regular trading stuff. Or if you guys have additional suggestions for what I should be doing for content, I'm definitely open to hearing about it. I see your donation there. 0.112309 Bitcoins. Thank you very much. That's a significant sum for a donation to somebody as far as I'm concerned. So I thank you very much for that. That's definitely pays my dinner tonight for sure. And yeah, if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Oh, we're gonna give her here again, maybe. Are we gonna get it now? Give me more. I want more. Give me more. More. Okay, so for cold storage, right? I do have a hardware wallet. I don't like it. I don't like any of the hardware wallets. So I have a BitFi wallet. Laugh at me if you want. That's okay. I like some things about the way that it does work. It has some advantages over some of the other hardware wallets. It also has some disadvantages. However, I would say the bulk of my storage is still in software-based wallets. And the reason is because I have a pretty good security setup. I use encrypted drives. I keep backups of all my wallets in a safety deposit box at the bank. So I have a USB stick at the bank that has 2 layers of encryption on it, and you got to break those before you can actually get access to my wallets or my information to access my wallets in various storages and exchanges and things like that. Yeah, my storage is all in software-based wallets and all in open source wallets. Things I don't like about hardware wallets is I still need a computer to use them, right? Even a phone. I mean, like most of these wallets, at least the BitFi wallet, if I make a transaction on my phone, which I could do, I don't actually use my mobile for transactions at all. Mobile phone is the most insecure device you own, right? So I don't use it to access wallets or anything like that. But suppose I had to make a payment on the fly while I was, out and about. I could log into a web browser on my phone, initiate the transaction, authorize it on the BitFi. I don't need a USB drive or anything like that to do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what I understand about ledgers and Trezors and all that is you need to plug it in via USB to use it anyway. So you still need a computer or some type of device in order to be able to use these hardware wallets. So if I use a software wallet, and in the case of mobile, like I do have Electrum on my mobile as well, but it's not the same Electrum wallet as I maintain on my computers, right? So I can put $500 on this Electrum wallet and I can use that for my transactions on the fly. It uses the same type of encryption system and all that as the desktop wallets, but I limit my exposure by putting a very small amount on the wallet that I use for mobile. So yeah, all of what I do, I have Electrum is a major one that I use for a wallet because I believe it's the best Bitcoin wallet out there that is not a full node wallet. Of course, running a full node is absolutely king. But and I guess I could now because I got a server that's behind me, and I have I have 16 terabytes of storage in it, but I only have 8 terabytes available due to redundancy, and I plan on I'm going to add another couple disks to that as well. So I have enough data now. I could probably run my own full node, and I'd probably still use the Electrum wallet anyway and just connect it to my node. It just I really like it. It's very simple and it does exactly what is needed. I'm just going to switch back over here because we got some price action. Yeah, so, and I also use for my altcoins, I have been using Exodus to host my altcoins because it's, a similar nature. It's not a web wallet. I have my own wallet files and I keep those backups again on a USB stick at the bank in a safety deposit box. And, but I was looking at Atomic as well as another alternative, so I want to do some comparisons. I forget if Atomic is open source or not. It may be, and I'd have to look at that. In the case of Exodus, it's partly open source, but partly closed source, so I can't compile the whole thing from scratch, which is it goes against my particular policies and my particular practices. I prefer open source wallets where I can compile them from source code, from scratch from my own machine, install my own dependencies and compile them, and then I know if I compile it and my hash code comes out the same as somebody else's hash code, I know I have the right wallet, I know I have the code that I say I'm running. Problem when you download wallets that are already pre-compiled is you really don't know what you're getting, right? So hardware wallets are more secure in that way, but again, in hardware wallets, I don't know what's on the firmware on the device, right? So what's in that firmware. Is what's in the firmware actually what they're telling me is installed, right? Because I don't know how to extract the firmware off of those hardware wallets to actually be able to investigate if it's actually what they say it is or not. So I'm definitely extremely picky in the types of wallets that I use, so that's why I prefer open source software-based wallets. Pardon me, I'm gonna answer the phone here. Probably just another scam call. There's nobody there. Yeah, maybe that's an indication going down now. I'm not sure. Still hanging in there though. I got 700 bucks. I mean, I could walk away. That stops are set. I'll make money no matter what. What's going on here? Hey, what's going on? What was that? Lathe Kill You 2. What's going on? Thanks for joining the stream. Are you fake? No, I'm not fake. I'm 100% legit. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. A little feedback. The whole time, the same tune, music in the background is a little annoying in my honest opinion. Yeah, let me get a playlist together. I mean, do you want me to kill it? I could kill the music. Yeah, I mean, I could kill it. Yeah, I definitely agree, and I do have the intention. I was going to put together a playlist. All I'm doing, it's just playing on a website right now, so, and I don't, yeah, it doesn't exactly have playlist capability on here, but I can download a bunch of background tunes, and we'll make a playlist. So let me put that on my list as well. So the next stream that I do, I will make a playlist. That way there I can have a various amount of background tunes that play. But yeah, I completely agree, because I just have it playing low as well in the background here, and it kind of gets annoying listening to the same tune all day long. It's like listening to radio. Gotta hear the same song 5 times a day. Okay. BG Music Playlist. Yeah, good suggestion. Look, mate, I really want to start with any trading, or you mean day trading, and I'm not sure if that's a typo or not, but I don't know how the FK I should start. Okay, so step 1 is you find an exchange that you like to use. Personally, I like to trade with leverage. If you've never traded before, don't trade with leverage until you understand it. Okay. Step 2, you deposit like $100. Trading with demo accounts, you never learn because you don't actually appreciate your gains and you don't actually get scared of your losses. So I'm not a fan of using demo accounts. If you want to practice trade with a pen and a piece of paper, with fake trades by writing it on a piece of paper, but demo accounts make it too easy to not care, right? Following that, anyway, sorry, I was reading some stuff, I lost my train of thought. Following that, a couple of websites I would recommend that you read is hit up Baby Pips and Investopedia. You can do some reading on there to learn a lot about technical analysis. That's kind of how I started like 3 years ago, was reading off of there. And networking with others as well in order to, share my ideas with them and get criticism, and then have ideas shared back with me so I can learn from others. Networking was actually a major part of my learning how to trade as well. Yeah, so if you don't understand the charts, then you're going to want to hit up some, basic websites and basic charting skills on Baby Pips and Investopedia, and learn some basic patterns. Learn some basic indicators like RSI. That would be a good one to start with. Definitely do not, if you're a noob trader, definitely do not just make an account and start, making charts that looks like spaghetti like mine, because my charts have a lot of information on them, and if you're not experienced at all, then all you're gonna do is confuse yourself. But yeah, I would just learn some basic patterns on Investopedia and Baby Pips and start there, and just start playing with it a little bit with a very, very small amount of money. Where is next major resistance? I think I was looking at like 8,400 or so. For that, I'll take a daily chart though. Whoa! So I mean, we're already spiked. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. Okay, so next major resistance, what I was looking at was about 8,400 because that was our previous peak that we couldn't break last time. But that was also shit. I can't see my time frame here. That was also in July of last year. So we're talking nearly a year ago was the last time we were actually at these levels. So really, I'm not sure that these are significant levels of resistance. Everything on the bottom side has been broken. So as far as horizontal, I mean the next one. So we have right here. So if 8,400 breaks, then I'm looking at basically 9,800 or 10K. Next one being right up here at like 11 or 12,000, give or take, something like that. So those would be the next levels that I'm looking at for major areas of resistance. How much am I working with? Well, on my leverage trades, I have like 1.8 bitcoins or something like that, and I slap down $20,000 orders, $30,000 orders, $10,000 orders, whatever, and I use leverage to do it. Well over 90% of my money. Like I have another significant stack sitting on Bittrex for shitcoin trading, and but 90% of my money I keep on cold storage. Welcome, man, to motivate you. I'm a couple minutes behind on the stream. Yeah, there's a huge delay as well on the stream, so it's kind of like why I like having the chat up, so then you can see when your message comes across my screen, and then you know I'm actually talking to you, and then everybody understands, right? I think it's a cool thing. So my food should be here anytime. When did I order that? Oh, I guess that's only a half hour ago. 35 minutes ago. They got a little bit of time yet. Should be 30 minutes or it's free though. I think this is a scam. Could you teach me the charts or something? I had a trading course, right? But I made it like well over a year ago, and I've learned so much since then. I don't really feel comfortable with selling my course when I know that I have much better and greater information today. So I mean, as far as myself, like I don't do one-on-one stuff. I don't do a whole bunch of teaching. I have other stuff that I take care of during a day as well. But at some point, I would like to revamp my course and then share that with people. And I'd like to price it as something that's economical, but again, and it's not it's not 100% free. Nothing in life is free. But as far as, I mean, there's a lot of fake websites. There's a lot of people out there that do sell really garbage information as well. But I'm telling you, the basics, you are not really going to learn more from me really than if you spent a bunch of time studying on your own on websites like Baby Pips and Investopedia. Those are great websites. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's $50 billion that's come into the market in the last like week or week and a half or whatever. For sure. I haven't been stopped out yet, so that's good. I got a shot at making my 1K trade. So we'll have a chance here. Alright, well, just because you were complaining, I'm going to go ahead. I'll change up the tune. And don't ask me what any of them are. Because they're only like a couple of minutes long a piece, but... Oh! There's my food. I'm just gonna mute out here. I'm gonna grab my food and then, yeah, maybe I'll just kill my video because I'm still trading. I might stay on for a bit, but I'm gonna kill my video while I eat. Unless you guys want to watch me eat. If you want to watch me eat, let me know in the comments if you're, you know, got some weird fetish or something. Alright, on time. Well, I actually recommend both Baby Pips and Investopedia. It's Baby Pips. I'll just throw that in the chat so you're not confused with... He's getting food, but just buy him an arrow. Right on. Okay, right on, guys. I'm gonna leave the chart up and that, but we'll see what happens here. If I get stopped out, I might get stopped out. If I get stopped out, I'm probably gonna call it the end of my trading day. and take off. And if not, well, I'll be here. I'm just gonna let the stream run for right now and see what we come up with. Actually, maybe I should put a mini chat box like above my head or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come up with something here to put some cool stuff on here. Actually, you know what, guys? I am going to go ahead and end this stream. It does look like I'm probably going to get tapped out here anyway. So I'll take my 500 bucks and take off if that's going to happen. If not, I mean, if I'm going to continue to trade, I'll just restart my stream. But one of the problems is I was going to watch some TV here or watch some YouTube while I eat, you know, for a half hour or something. And unfortunately, my audio coming into this stream, you'll be listening to my TV show. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to end this stream. It looks like I'm getting tapped out here right now anyway. Oh yeah, we're going down. That's the end of it. It's done. Yeah. There, I just got tapped out. That's it. Alright, so I think that was still about 400 bucks I made. No big deal about the potential gains you could have made. It's all about securing profits and, you know, just trading accordingly. So we'll see here. If this retraces in a bit, I might even take another buy on it. We'll see. I'll probably start reducing the amount of size of my orders in that. But yeah, for now, guys, just remember, trade safe out there. If there's anything I can help you with or any additional questions, you could drop them in the comments on this video after it goes, you know, live, because the chat will be gone. And yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Trade safe out there. Ciao for now. Seriously.